It is another beautiful Saturday morning again. And yes, if you're listening to this voice, just know that you are on to Laser the Mind podcast, the number one podcast for quality improvised infotainment. And yes, the voice you're listening to is no other than Easy with the MANIE, Easy Money. Oh yes, I am not alone today on the pod. I have my interesting, beautiful, and handsome co-host, Adoge Precious and Olagere Olive.
Hi guys, it's good to be here as a co-host on the pod today.
Alright, also people, see your boy Adoge Precious, and it's actually nice to be here once again.
Yes, so the gang is back. We're here to feed you with interesting content to make sure that your day go jiggy. So for those of you who are just clicking on the link for the very first time, you're amazing. We appreciate you. We welcome you. Your time with us will not be wasted. And for those of you who have been clicking subsequently and over time, we appreciate you. You are our MVPs. We love you. We thank you. And you will not be disappointed as you keep listening. And yes, we have a freshly cut content for you today. This content is actually going to be very interesting, and so we're going to be digging in deep. All right, if you're listening via any of our podcasting streaming platforms, be it Spotify, Apple Podcast, or Google Pod, or be it any of our social media handle on Facebook, IG, TikTok, or YouTube, don't forget to like, subscribe, or leave a comment, and do all to share as well. Our content topic for today is absorbing social media content.
All right, so absorbing social media content. So there is a lot to say about this, honestly, because as young people, as the Gen Zs in quotes, we've actually most of the things that we are up to are mostly done on social media, mostly posted on social media. So the social media has a huge impact in our lives, especially in terms of our relationships and the kind of way that we relate with other people. While absorbing social media content, I would like to channel it towards that our relationship with other people, because so many people have opinions about different things, different life aspects. Because people have opinions about it, people that are, should I say, soft-minded or do not have a personal stand or opinion of their own, tend to absorb such content that they see on social media. People that are always plugged in on social media, they always receive, and they don't filter down most of these things that they get from social media. And then there's this interview I listened to one time. The person was like, most of the times we don't tend to filter down things that we see on social media. We just take it as it is, and it has caused a buzz in most people's life. People have tend to create certain standard because of the standard that some celebrities have created. Because if you look at it, celebrities have had so much huge influence in the life of the youths and the Gen Zs and all of that. So this has really been a huge thing, and I like I said, it's really devastating, I must confess. These things that are usually put out there, this content, these opinions that most of these celebrities share on social media, you will see that it's not something that we should generally consume just like that. We should learn to filter it out. And the reason why I'm saying is that most of these people are hot, people that are very hot. You understand? People that are emotionally damaged, their hearts, they've experienced worse things. So you're allowing these people that have gone through these worst things advise you. You're in a very good relation. Let's just say you're having a good love life. You get, so you're having a good love life. It's going well. Everything is going smoothly for you. And then you are always on social media, and you always hear people saying different things about their partners, about men and women, how they behave, how they do this and that. You get, and then you start absorbing it. Then you start screenshotting memes and say, oh, your boyfriend is cheating, your girlfriend is cheating. You screenshot memes, but you know that your partner is not cheating. You have it at the back of your mind that your partner is not cheating. But then because you're these junks that you have filled yourself with, these contents you have filled yourself with, you now start screenshotting them. And then this pastor Femi Lazarus post, like he said, one of these reels that he said when you start screenshotting those things, you now start creating that negative. All of a sudden your partner will do something, but because you know this is the right thing, like it's not really what it meant, but then because of, exactly, you now start relating, then you now start posting those memes. You now go to your screenshots to go and look for all those memes that you've screenshotted, so that you can go and post that hey, this person said this thing before, and then now I am relating to it. Sure, you get? Yeah. So those are those things that we really absorb, and I feel it's not really nice.
So like it is what I say in social media is I don't know, when you consume some particular content on social media, there's a way you kind of personalize them, or you bring them to your personal life, or you internalize them, maybe in your relationship, or your relationship with people, or your relationship with someone you are in love with. So like, okay, if we should take for instance now, I think there are some stuff that when you see on social media, and maybe you now see similar, maybe something similar now happened in real life. Instead of you to like try to understand that okay, this is it, or this is what is happening to me, your mind automatically feels like that judgment or that stuff that judgment that was passed online, that you saw online, is exactly what it is. Exactly. For example, now, if as a young man now, if maybe around 7 p.m. you are texting your babe and she's telling you that I want to plug my phone, I want to go and charge my phone around that early. You know, we used to see all those kind of memes flying up and down on Twitter where it be like say it's a lie that she's with someone else and stuff like that. Yeah. Because actually she might be having light issue in her area and she wants to like plug her phone for a while before you take it off. Or sometimes people actually sleep off while pressing their phone. Yeah. She'll be like, I slept off. It happens a lot. I hear guys maybe say we be together, and while texting like this, phone go dey their hand and they will sleep off for like a very long time. Now wake up every night, I was like, oh my, I slept off. And you in your mind, because someone on social media said she's with somebody else, they are probably having some they're having fun at that time with somebody else, and so you just accept and relate it that is it. And sometimes you now like take it out on your partner, and it might even be the end of your relationship. And low key, this guy, this lady, this man, this girl is very, very innocent. It's just as a result of what you have seen online over time.
Exactly. And I have absorbed.
You have absorbed such content, and I think same things happen to young ladies too out there, that they, like, people on social media tend to sell some kind of standard for them. Be like, if a man cannot do this, if a man cannot do this, if a man cannot do that, you are now so blind to the fact that someone really cares about you. I'm not saying you should not have standard of the kind of men that you are with in your life, but why is it that it is what people are seeing? You are now you're now using that picture of how a man should act that people have been saying online as your own standard for yourself, instead of you to know that okay, this is what I want.
Yeah, that kind of stuff.
And that would definitely make you less aware of some certain things that you should be aware of.
Exactly. So you do not even want to know what you yourself want. You don't want to understand yourself. You allow people to pick what you want.
Okay.
Does not make sense.
I understand, but I want to say something. I think these persons who are putting these things out there on the internet, I think they were faced with real life situations for them to generalize this. Or what I'm saying, or what I want to point out here is, these cases are real where these persons will be doing stuff like maybe the example you gave of the girl, maybe, giving excuses with charging, and then really she might actually be with someone else. I will not saying that these things happen, so I will not disputing the fact that these things don't actually happen.
I'm not disputing the fact that it does not happen, but be sure before you make the judgment. Like the fact that you have seen it online doesn't mean that it is the same that is happening to you. Like, it is just like you not generalizing something because of what you saw or what you've seen rather on the internet. Yeah. So at least still have the conversation with the person first.
Yeah. The reason I even feel you think these things happen is because, one, it has happened the first time.
Okay.
Then someone else has absorbed it already, and then somehow it just happened to them, and then another person has also absorbed it. Then it have happened to them. Because it happened to other people does not mean it will happen to you. Yeah. You understand? Or does not mean it's happening to you. You get? So we should just learn to like cut down the kind of content that we absorb on social media.
I want to add that the internet is a wild place. Yeah. Very, very wild place. And everyone is opinionated. You get to say whatever it is you want to say. People should be aware that not every particular issue is general. Not every issue that someone faces particular. My particular issue that I face cannot be relatable to you or to even to the general public, because the scenarios, events can actually differ. You get? So absorbing it. You can absorb it, but it does not necessarily mean that it's relate.
You should not absorb it as
okay,
much as it
yes, as much as it comes.
Filter what you need, and take it. Then throw out the trash.
The reason why I'm saying we should absorb it to some certain extent is because most of these scenarios or things that people absorb, most of them are actually true when they relate it, and the result can actually be true. It's not all of them that can be wrong. Do you understand what I'm saying? I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. Like, you taking a particular detail to say, okay, let me observe this. And then when you observe it can actually be true in your own end.
Yeah.
You get? It's not all of it that can be wrong. That's what I'm saying. Absorb it to a certain extent, because most people learn from the internet. The internet teaches us a lot. You get? So we cannot dispute the fact that there are some certain dents of wrong attached that we should just push it away. We should absorb it to a certain extent, because
mostly when you're speaking of absorbing air, it's not just about the content. I understand the content and all of that, but then choose who you follow blindly. Your influencer, your set in quote influencers, those influencers that you follow. Choose who you follow and don't follow them blindly. It's not all the things that comes out from their mouth or whatsoever experiences that they share that you should welcome with open heart and mind. And then there's another thing I would also like to point out. Aside that relationship part and then how we relate to people and all of that, let us look at also the kind of choices, career-wise, that we make and all of that. Because your faith is into this, is into that, does not mean you should also go into this, so that. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, you get. So like, what works for others might not work for you. You understand? That's one thing we need to learn. And then there's a certain style, Precious mentioned, there's a certain standard that some of these influencers have already set on social media. Celebrities have set on social media that you want to be like them. Most of the time, I used to say the internet is not a real place.
Well,
it's not real. Like, since people only put out content that they want you to see.
Yeah.
They don't.
You don't know the backstory.
You don't know the backstory. That's it. You don't know the backstory. People only put out content they want you to see. People would not post. I know people are posting sometimes, they'll post their failures and all of that and Instagram. But they feel that is not even the darker side of it. They just want you to see something. You understand? That's why I say it's not a real place. You should be faced with reality.
There are other shades attached that they actually don't want you to see.
And also, I also want to satisfy that. Hope you know that Twitter, X, formerly Twitter, now pays people for engagement and impression. So someone might just post something very, very controversial, something that is quite crazy, just to make people to react to it.
Exactly.
So it will increase their PR at the end. So sometimes you just feel like this person is speaking fact.
Yeah.
But look, he just want to be controversial. He just want to say something crazy. And because people really want to make money off. Twitter is paying really well, like really well. I get friend who will say it was also one post that she made one time like that now that blew her up. She's not blown on Twitter. She has like, let's say 2,000 followers. That's not really blown. But there was one year post she made. I don't say she's a feminist, but on that stance it's quite crazy. Like the kind of post she put out, because I don't really like say it because she might listen to this. So it's just like she was just saying something about feminism and the extreme part of feminism. And men were slamming, people were slamming. And look, me, I know this will not be feminist. Me, I know it's not a feminist. But she just wanted to make that move. And I think that time she was kind of exploring how to make money off Twitter. Yeah. Because she told me that she bought a course from somebody and something like that. Then because I saw she was having boutique, because you know you have to have boutique before.
Yeah.
And end of the month, lo and behold, she showed me on 61K she collects.
Wow.
From Twitter. Imagine. Wow. Someone that doesn't have 2K followers. But that post, the impression she had of that post, the whole reaction, the whole backlash, she was replying on your comment, insult, everything was just going. And
everyone would just think that this is just a keyboard fighting going on.
Yes, keyboard warriors.
No say. She dey put
Exactly. That's what I said. Just see, apart from Twitter, like the full internet, the social media is not a real place. Everyone is trying to make money off social media. TikTok is also paying. I think to an extent Instagram. I don't know how well.
Instagram, they want to start paying.
They want.
I saw it that this year June I think they start paying.
Okay, they'll start paying whatsoever. So like it's not actually a real place. So everyone is just putting out content to make money, to make people go crazy.
I think since the invention of TikTok, since when TikTok came during the COVID period, that was when so many persons discovered that my money did this thing. Before you know, everybody's now a content creator.
Exactly, that's just.
And so people will just put on controversial things up on the internet just to get engagement. It doesn't really make sense, but for the fact that it's getting engagement, they are cool.
Making their
and
money.
you just come. The thing is getting engagement. You just absorb, and you don't know the intended meaning or intention that the person who actually posted it had. The person might just be smoking weed, or might just be drinking, or might just even be laughing. The person might sit back and be laughing at everybody commenting, and just be like, see this thing when I just posted or joke and all that. And you guys will be taking it very, very, very seriously. So we should be mindful of what we absorb. Exactly.
It's like I said, and I'll keep saying, the internet is not a real place. You should be mindful of what you absorb. Let's face reality. Be good to yourself. Be good to other people. Don't just trust what you see out there. You understand? So that's my stand.
Alright, so it's cool. It's fair enough. So be mindful what you absorb. If you have issues with anybody, don't use whatever. If you have any issue with anybody or have any issues with your life, sit down and communicate. Talk to one or two persons. Don't use the lifestyle of Charlie Poppy to evaluate your life, or the lifestyle of the video to evaluate your life. All right, so that's it. All right, so this is where we draw the curtain for today's content. Remember, I told you that it was freshly cut, and so I believe you guys have eaten from this freshly cut vegetable that we've just dished out. All right, so do not forget to follow us on all our social media handles. On Facebook, on Instagram, on TikTok. Do not forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment, and share. And of course, on YouTube, our Laser the Mic podcast. All right, until we come your way again, do well to stay happy, stay good. Don't forget to show love to the society and be yourself. This is the Laser the Mic podcast, the #1 podcast for quality improvised infotainment.